So these are the things that we'll work on in this training exercise. Guard to get advantage is the safe way to make sure you have advantage. You could go try using strikes versus strikes, but that is risky. Guard to block opponent's strikes to get advantage is a much more safer option. Forward punch is your safe fast mid, and these are talking specifically using Eileen as an example. Might not give you much damage, but block is very safe. You can see it's -4. 0.5 damage on counter hit. Depends what type of counter hit it is. 17 damage, not much damage, but okay to set things up. You want then up forward kick as Eileen's mid combo starter. Like do a very basic combo, give you 60 damage, and if you put a little more effort to learn her damage to do more damage, it could lead to a lot of damage. But the risk is that if they block it, they can get free damage off of you. Alright, and then in the game, well, is to complement the mid strikes. So you want to have one direction that goes neutral, one that is forward, and one that is back. Alright, so neutral throw is 40 damage, forward throw is 50. That's a forward throw, right? Yeah, that is a forward throw. Alright, 50 damage. Excuse me, and the back throw, 50 damage. Okay, so those definitely do more damage than her safe fast mid, but a little bit less than her mid launcher. Well, do less than her mid launcher, right? So you can get an idea how much damage. And the life of a person is 220 HP. So if a neutral throw randomly done with the other her other two throws, average about 40 something damage. So 6 right guesses with throws. You take an opponent's life down, and if you go with the very basic 60 damage, you know, around 4 to 6 guesses to pick the opponent's life completely down. All right, and so one thing you want to notice is that the fast mid strike is the thing that I want you to focus on. Notice that on normal hit is 0 frame advantage, so it's even, and a block is -4, so that's very safe. Nothing is guaranteed for your opponent to hit you. Notice the animation of the opponent when they get normal hit when they're standing. Just kind of his hunch over a little bit, put forward. Crouching. Notice the animation difference. His head goes backwards instead of forward, much more dramatic, the animation. And notice the advantage is not even no more, it's +6. Now 6 is the magic number that you should try to remember. Alright. That +6 means that what your opponent do afterwards, they can't defend against both. They can't defend 100% the mid strike and the throw. Alright, they could still escape possible 33% chance of randomly escaping your throw. But they can't excuse me. They can't avoid the throws 100% of the chain and defend against the mid strike. And so that is why plus 6 is important, right? And as a normal hit crouching, right? On counter hit, it's just your opponent standing or in the staying position, plus 7. So again, that's important. So you also notice that you get a red. Let's remove the details. That's fine. Off. We'll actually look at in the game. That red flash. Okay. So you see the red flash. It's plus 7. And also the sound effect is different. On normal hit standing, it's still somewhat hunched over forward, but you notice the sound effect is different, and it's a yellow flash. All right. What you want to focus on in the practice when you're practicing is that you get either the that's normal, counter hit. When you see that counter hit, you have a big frame advantage, and that's when you could play more. You could go on offense more safely and have better rewards. All right. So the actual practice example is I like to put the AI at level 5. You could change it less if you think it's not working well for you, or you can't get. It's good if you can't get what you want to get done correctly. But I think level 5 is better because it does force you to be able to do your moves for fastest time. All right, and I like to set the health bar settings to type B, so it's kind of like mimicking a little bit like an actual battle. You don't have to worry about losing your health or anything, and so you could just keep practicing what you want to practice without feeling like you had to win the round. All right, go to advanced settings, and usually I put everything random. All right, so I am just going to try to focus on just using these 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 moves that I mentioned here. All right, but my hands might do other things because like you're not limited to do those moves, but that's what my practicing is. So we see here, you can see when you have advantages or not, right? So if you're wondering when you don't have advantage, you can always look at that. So far, only one move that the opponent did, 2 moves now, put me at disadvantage. And what's that? It's for law, something to push me down. So for someone starting the game, just know that if you successfully block your opponent's strikes, you most likely have advantage. Likely has advantage. Okay. And if the low strike doesn't hit you to the floor, like knock you down, you most likely have advantage when you get normal hit by the low strikes. Okay. And then you just use a guard brick against me. Alright. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I have advantage, so I'll just go attacking. Okay. So all I'm using right now is guard and the safe fast mid. And of course, duels defeat defense, right? So see the counter hit, so I go for a either throw or mid strike. And if he's defending all the time, then I go for throws, right? That was even, so that then it really was a safe thing for me to go for a throw attempt. Those are me trying to attack him, but he did attack string. So you can see evade works against mid strikes. And if you notice that you do input your attacks and it's not coming out, because you might be mostly inputting too quickly. So I went for a launcher there. Not guaranteed, and he blocked it and then does guaranteed damage off me, right? So you notice I did texturing on to hit that one. You notice I was -1 after that second hit. So that's why a basic thing to do when playing against people is just works for all characters you use. Is this. So against the computer, it seems like the computer does have a tendency to defend once it gets counter hit. If you already know the tendency of your opponent, you know, just like a real person, you go for what you think is the best option, right? So the opponent knows it got a counter hit, it's at a disadvantage, and it's defensive. That's forward, back forward. I think that's right. So this, you don't have to worry about your own health, but you're just focusing on the positive of your practice when you. So here, Bare after that low punch, after that attack. So maybe he's going to change things up here. So maybe I should use the combo launcher after I get that big advantage. Evaded. If your throws normally get escaped, you're -6 at disadvantage. For a throw escape there. Messed up. Of course, when you're actually playing a game, you'll be using more moves, but this is trying to get you to use fast mid. It'll be at most options of your opponents if you have small advantage, unless your opponent uses certain special moves that avoids that mid launcher works pretty well against blocking successfully low strikes. Okay. And why I consider this a safe pass mid is that at +6 or higher, if the opponent does evade your safe fast mid, at least Eileen's safe fast mid, nothing is guaranteed. There are other mid strikes that you can use, but if they evade it, they can almost get some guaranteed damage off of. So safe fast mid, in my definition, is one that is something when your opponent blocks it, you can still avoid the throw and mid strike both. And when the opponent successfully evade your mid strike, safe fast mid strike, nothing's guaranteed at the +6. When you're at +6. So if the opponent keeps blocking my mid strike, what's the complement of a mid strike? Lows. Right? So this is where the speed guessing game is talking about. Going through two more helps, and then I'll stop this stream. I think that's give enough example of what I want to show. And of course, you change your opponent character, so you get a little bit idea. But if you just hold guard for the most part, you can figure out some moves that leaves you at disadvantage when you just block. Which that move that Loudest did, the one that his hands is coming down at you, is a move that puts Law at advantage. He also has a guard break. He's escaping more of my throws now, but you know, in the game, it's not always a 33% chance because that's randomly it happens. So don't get too flustered if your opponent is escaping all your throws. Be frustrated if you're being too predictable on your throw attempts. So even though the opponent block it, then I would just say give credit to your opponent if they block your block is successfully outguess you on your attempt, and you have that large advantage from that fast mid strike that hits someone because crouching or uncounted hit. That's for Eileen. Some other characters doesn't have that crouch bonus, which is my character Pi. So the opponent is very defensive, so if you know what's tense, if you had to switch your playstyle, right? So I do more throws. Right, one more and I'm gonna end the stream. The one time that I successfully hit the opponent because he went attacking at disadvantage. Alright, so yeah, that's what I like to do to practice certain things, to kind of mark it like it's like an actual real battle. It's just put the computer on high AI difficulty and practice certain aspects of the game. So this one was the fast mid strike, mid launcher, and the three throws direction. Again, block is a safe, less risky way of getting yourself an advantage by blocking your opponent's strikes. Majority of strikes, if you successfully block, will leave you at advantage. And if you think your opponent is going to blow you because you're defending a lot, you know, that's where you switch up and use striking attacks. Alright. And then when you know you do have advantage and you notice your opponent does like to attack at disadvantage, the safe fast mid is a safe way of testing that. To set things up for later on. That was at neutral. I guess tried for a bar and he did not bar at disadvantage, so I executed what I want to, but the computer made the correct guess. And of course, if your opponent's going to defend after when they're at disadvantage, go for the throws. Now just randomly throwing out the launcher. Alright. Yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'm going to end it there.